When I first read the script, I thought it doesn't matter what the director says about who he is. The function he serves in the story is to be the villain. But the fact is, reading it again, and especially the way that it's being done, I don't think even that's true. I think he's a very complex, interesting, sad character, and he has what actors in EPKs like to call a journey. But though I loathe hearing that, I'm saying it myself because it's true. He develops, he changes quite a lot during the course of the story. Eisenheim, as far as he's concerned, represents everything that is old-fashioned and wrong about the way his countrymen think. And that kind of superstition and old-fashioned super religious thinking, he thinks is outdated and needs to be moved forward from. And as Eisenheim gets more and more popular, he sees that striking chord with the country, and the more a chord that strikes with the country, the further he becomes from actually gaining power. It's fantastic having the writer be the director, because when he gives you an opinion about what the character's thinking, you can't say, sorry, step back, because he did write it. I have to kind of concede that, and that's been fantastic. I've read as much as I could about the royalty at the time and about the period, and beyond that, I've realised in a lot of cases the best thing to do is know when to stop with the research and actually start researching the script itself, because the research is only useful so much as it's supported by the script, and sometimes history goes one way and the story of the script goes another, and you better decide that you're with the script rather than try to shoehorn facts that you've picked up along the way into a character that doesn't really support it. So after I feel I've got all of the information that I need that isn't on the page, I stick to the script and then my imagination. The magic's been done in real time, you know. It's ridiculous that you have to say that now, because I think the audience will assume that everything is computer generated, but these tricks that you will see the audience reacting to are actually performed on the stage, and that's why it's so much easier to do an astonished reaction, because, especially in the early takes, before you've seen it 47 times, because it's really happening. You know, when he makes things disappear or things stand up in the middle of the stage or whatever, a lot of it, so far as I can see, is actually done there in front of you. And that's what's special about it. It's not a special effects film. It's actually about magic and conjuring in the real sense, you know. He'll become much closer to the Hungarian Empire if he marries her, and through marriage, that connection is very strong. And there's talk, possibly, that he, even before he overtakes his father's crown, that he could actually be made ruler of Hungary, which would push events further. It would alienate him from his father, but that could actually put him in a much, much stronger position. Also, they have a similar background. They share a sense of humour. I don't think it's a great passion, but there's definitely something there. And Eisenheim seems to have some kind of connection with her that he doesn't fully understand, and as it dawns on him how much, it becomes a very, very big problem. Obviously, I've known about Edward for a long time, and, you know, he's always been an actor I've liked very, very much. And I find him very easy to work with, and incredibly concentrated, and I believe him as the character. And luckily, I've worked with him enough now that I stopped thinking about it, which is a good thing to get out of the way when you're supposed to be feeling superior to him. And Jessica Biel, is fantastic, I think. She's a real natural knockout. A very, very nice person, and a really good actress. I think she's going to be great in it. When Inspector Uhl seems impressed and like, no, but it seemed real, I treat it with a great deal of patience, as you would with a slightly, you know, child who's talking to you about the tooth fairy of Santa Claus. And as it gets away from me, the people start to believe him more and more. It starts to drive me more and more crazy, because not only is it frustrating, but I see my power going away, because the more the country believes in him, the less they believe in me.